For tonight's SUNYAC quarterfinal matchup between the Fredonia Blue Devils and the
Good evening,
Oswego.
Oswego. Thanks for stopping in. I'm Dan Fro.
Welcome.
And I'm Victoria Diane.
There were 700 people without power.
Although this team came up just short, I think it's important to emphasize what we've been talking about all year, Adam. This team is young, and they'll be back with a vengeance next season.
All right, so I'm Matt Bishop. No, I'm Matthew. Yeah, I'm Matt Bishop, yeah. Matt Bishop, I'm the general manager at WTOP. WTOP is a student-run television station on the campus of SUNY Oswego. It covers all of Oswego County in terms of news production, sports production, and original productions. We are the only locally produced news in Oswego County. The e-board consists of 7 members. It's me and 6 other vice presidents. So I delegate tasks to each of the vice presidents who then have their own boards, and they delegate tasks to managers, and we all work together in order to really make the station better.
I'm Christy Summers. I'm the Vice President of Production at WTOP-10, and I'm also the incoming General Manager. I'm in charge of news, sports, and original productions, and all the crew that goes for it. So we have prod board meetings every week, and we talk about what kind of productions we're going to put on.
All right, my name is Brian Ruderman, and I'm the Vice President of Engineering and Technology at WTOP-10 TV. We make sure that all of our equipment is up to par, nothing is not working correctly, making sure that everything runs smoothly at the station.
My name is Matt Jackson. I'm the sports production assistant. As a sports production assistant, my position is basically I crew all the crew behind the scenes and talent in front of the camera, and I am in charge of emailing everybody, getting a list together, making sure everyone knows what their position is, make sure they're trained on their position, and basically I have to set up the production as well, along with a lot of help from the sports board and people who volunteer to come help out.
My name is Molly Matat, and I'm Chief Meteorologist at WTOP. It's a lot of managing. It's a lot of making sure people are in the right places at the right time, making sure everything's consistent. I'm a really big consistency freak, especially with graphics and what you say on air and the knowledge. It's a lot of monitoring and trying to be a manager without being too overbearing. So you can't, sit there and tell them what to do every step of the way. You have to let them learn and let them, learn the way around a green screen without holding their hand. So it's a cool job.
Good evening and welcome to The Rundown. I'm Megan Roberts. I am the assignment director, so I am involved with making sure all of our reporters get some stories to do for that night of news. I also report myself, and I anchor on Monday morning news, and I'm the host of the political talk show, The Rundown.
I'm Matt Stone, and I produce TV. I do. Sorry.
We're off to a flying
I produce
start
TV. I produce our Wednesday morning news show. I produce our hockey games, all of our men's and some of our women's hockey games. And I'm the co-creator of our show, The Playing Field.
I'm Dan I'm also the co-creator of The Playing Field, as well as an anchor on Tuesday mornings, a sports anchor, a field reporter, a meteorologist, a hockey analyst, a hockey play-by-play guy. Basically, he produces, I do the talent.
My name is Jacqueline Hart. I am the current news director at WTOP-10. As the news director, I am responsible for all news-related broadcasts, including special productions. I am also the executive producer for all morning and nightly newscasts, and I oversee the entire news department, given the crew and the talent. And with that said, I have 7 people that work below me for my news board to bring all of this together and make this such a successful program.
Yeah, anchoring is a fun experience too, and my main goal after WTOP is to seek a reporting position for a professional news station. That's what I like the most, I believe, in news is reporting, because you get to get a different story every day you do it. You get to hear people's stories yourself, and you get to go out in the field and you get to be a part of everything that's going on with the story you're covering. Anchoring, you get to write stories and do different things, but you're not out where the action is happening. But anchoring is still a good thing to practice, and helps with communication skills, broadcasting skills. And, I have a good co-anchor, so it's fun.
When I was in Texas presenting for CBI, we met with people from Texas, Seattle, Ithaca, Brockport, local colleges that are around us, and colleges that are across the country. And nobody was doing what we were doing. They were amazed that we had 5 nights of live news, not just news in general, but that we had 5 live newscasts. We had 4 live morning newscasts. And the fact that we do original productions in sports all around it is amazing because no other college is doing it. So when it kind of gets put in perspective when you talk to other people, and it makes WTOP more special.
We are going to have to make it through one more little splash of winter. Won't be too hard, but we will see some snow before we hit 50.
We'll get there, though?
Yes, but there are sunny skies ahead.
Okay.
But before we take a look at that, let's look at our current conditions right now. We're actually starting off pretty chilly at 10 degrees right now. Sun is out, though. It's making a beautiful day today. A typical weathercast. Okay, so usually you start off with what's happening right now. And when you make your weather forecast, you kind of go in opposite order. You start with the oldest information. You start with, the furthest out. So if I was doing a 5-day forecast, I would start with the last day, and I work my way backwards. But when you do it on air, you start with what's happening right now. So is it raining? Is it snowing? If you go outside, what are you going to expect? How warm is it out? Basically, what I always say, when people tune into the weather, they want to know, is it raining? Do I need a coat? And can I wear a dress today? That's basically all people want to know. And then you go into what can you expect in 24 hours and 48 hours. And then my favorite part is to break down why. That's really my favorite part of the broadcast, is to tell them what's going to happen and then kind of use it as an educational moment and say, okay, so here's why that's going to happen. We have high pressure, so we're going to have nice conditions. We have low pressure, and that cold front is going to bring rain. Something like that, so that you kind of passively educate them so that they hear that again in a week or so when it happens again, and then it clicks in their brain like, oh yeah, Molly said there was going to be a cold front. So.
On our regional radar, you see those scattered snow showers down by Binghamton. Even a few are popping up now by Buffalo, little lake effect snow showers. But really just nothing going on over Oswego.
I love to see other people love to do what they do. So anytime that someone comes in here and I see the passion in their eyes, that they just love doing the weather and they love news and they just love doing what they want to do, that's what really brings my eye to them. If I can see the passion, you can work on the technical stuff, you can work on the knowledge of weather. That's what we have classes here for. So when I see the drive in someone and the passion, that's what I really go for.
All right, now we're going to take a look at sports with Tanner Stewart.
It's Monday, and you know what that means. We have your Athletes of the Week.
Sports department has done a lot of big things this year. Some new things we've added is a center ice camera for all of our hockey broadcasts. We did our first ever volleyball broadcast ever, so we started doing volleyball broadcasts. We did an hour-long pregame show, and our biggest accolade of the year was we did road broadcasts. We did our very first road broadcast. We went to Geneseo, and we went to Maine. So we did some really big things this semester in ice hockey especially.
You forced me to try out to be a sports anchor.
Oh, that's right.
So that was my first.
Second semester, freshman year, yes. I came into
because I just
WTOP.
I just was in the Oswegonian, our other student org, and then I was like, I want to do TV, and you're like, go try out to be sports, and
it stuck.
That's all she wrote, I guess.
And I was just one semester ahead of you of getting in,
right.
And since then, came in sophomore year, we decided to live together. So we were roommates, and we sat and argued about sports all the time in our room. We're like, well, this could make a really good idea for a TV show. So that kind of spun the wheels into that. And before that, we had both been involved with other things. We were really involved with news, live sports every weekend from November to mid-March is dedicated to live sports, usually 20 hours plus a weekend.
It's a lot.
Yeah,
it's a lot.
It's a lot, but we started small, being sports anchors for news, and then one idea sparked it, and we've continued to take a small idea and build on it to now it is where it is as an award-winning show.
I was at a hockey game this year in Maine, and I had 2 people come up to Dan and I and they recognized us from being on TV, and they credited us and said what an amazing job we did, and that was 300 miles away. So it was really it was amazing. That was an amazing feeling.
We all do sports together. So like for hockey, for instance, Jackson will be the guy that puts me, Banks, and Pup, Eric Ortiz, of course, on our position for the day. So if we all end up on camera, it kind of like brings us together because we'll be able to communicate via the headsets and only the director will be able to hear us. So we can be saying the professional stuff like shoot this, or it could be like, dude, how long do you think the game's gonna end? What do you think the score's gonna be? We just be talking like that. So it allows us to like work on our professional side and still like maintain a lighter side and be friends at the same time. So that's what I really like about hockey, for instance.
Lou Borelli, a past alumni, always says, or he always calls us professionals with a GPA, and I think that's the perfect way to explain us. We work hard during the day, we come here at night, and we just all come together so quickly, and it's literally the best experience you could ever ask for in college. And it's a nice thing to know that we're not just college broadcasters. We're real broadcasters. We are students during the day maybe, but at night we put on a professional broadcast, and we're the only news station or any station in Oswego County. So people in Fulton or wherever they are in Oswego County, they look for our news and all of our other content. It's not just something for fun. It's something real, and that's what makes it so important to us.
Hi, my name is Ian Dembling, and I'm the News Productions Assistant at WTOP-10 News. Guys, seriously, you guys did an absolutely fantastic job. Give yourselves a round of applause. Really nice job. Woo! No, seriously, cameras were on their game tonight. Floor manager, you killed it. Everybody knew where their cues were. Teleprompter, perfect job. Everybody did an absolutely great job, and I really hope that you guys are really enjoying your time here. If you have any questions about additional things for positioning, we could always use more help. But like I said, you guys are doing a really good job, and we hope, most importantly, that you guys are enjoying being here as much as we enjoy having you. So keep up the great work. Next week's Pizza Week, we're all going to do a really good job. Can we put our hands in and say, like, go Sunday Night News? Can we do that?
You have big families and small families. You have the crew for every night of the news, every original production, as well as you have the entire news family. You have the sports family, and then you have the station as whole. Oh, you ruined my soundbite.
I'm sorry.
Throughout the station, you get all of these families. You get a sports family, you get a news family, you get nightly news families, and they all kind of congeal into this one big thing that you can always count on someone from different departments. And I think that's something that's happened this year particularly, is there's a lot more cohesiveness across the station that you know everyone's got your back if something goes wrong, if you need something fixed. And it helps to the appeal for people to come back and stay there because you do have that family feel every time you're there.
Yeah.
I think it comes down to we share this phenomenal space that we have here at TOP. We have all this technology at our disposal, and I think it's so cool that we all use it in a different way and that everyone is just so supportive of each other. It really is like a giant dysfunctional family. I think more than anything, we just all love to see each other succeed, and that's at the end of the day what it's all about.
To me, WTOP is family. I started off here as a freshman and haven't left. I've been here almost every night for news or an original production, and I've gained a lot of friends here, and it's just kind of become my home at Oswego.
Oh. Well, I think everybody takes a different approach to what WTOP means to them because we are a family background. We hang out with each other on the weekends. We hang out with each other during the week. We've all become such close friends through the program that when you say what does WTOP mean to you or me, it means more because so many things tie into it, and it's not just your career anymore. It's a family.
WTOP is not just an organization, it's an experience, and it's a family. Like I said before, all of us come together to put on these amazing broadcasts. We have all these ideas, and we all put them together and make it happen, and that's something that brings us all together. We hang out inside DOP, we hang out outside of WTOP. And frankly, you kind of lose all your other friends because you're at WTOP so often. But you make, what you want to do with your life, you end up making friends along the way, and that's something really special about WTOP-10 that everyone loves.
TOP has been...
I'm gonna cry.
TOP's been influential in
sentimental.
keeping us the way we are as best friends.
That's right.
As well as the biggest band of losers, because what else do we do
BBL.
except... we make TV,
We do.
and then we go home and we talk about making TV, and we talk about sports, and that's pretty much all we do.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
We suck.
I'm gonna start crying. Just the friendships, and it's really like we're really a family. We might be a dysfunctional family at times, but I think all families are dysfunctional, so we really are a family. And I think it's special that we can all get together and really make a good product. We're all here to work together to accomplish the same goal. And so all we want to do is just make each other's ideas better. And I think that's really cool.